Hello friends! In this tutorial, we will be drafting a pattern for these cute summer overalls. I made these for my beautiful friend and she was really happy because usually she says like none of the overalls fit. So this pattern is based off of our basic shorts pattern. And of course, I'll give you all the measurements for all the details and little hidden things. So let's go! First of all, you should already have your basic shorts pattern ready for this particular overalls pattern. If you don't, please visit the video, the link you'll see in the upper right corner. This is the total number of pieces required for our overalls. As you can see, some of them already have seam allowances included, some of them don't. I will guide you through every single piece, but now you can see what we're getting into. The first thing we will do is we will add darts to both of our back and our front portions, and the measurements are listed below. So the back dart is 1.5 inches deep and 4.5 inches long, and the front one is 1 inch by 3 inches, and both of them are located exactly in the middle of that waistline, the back waistline and the front waistline. I need to mention that the center lines of both of our darts are not quite perpendicular to our waistline, and they're not like parallel to our side seam line. They're not 90% and they're not perpendicular. Some books say they should. I don't feel like they're very flattering, so what I do is I just like draft something in between the 90 degrees and the perpendicular line, something, just use your best judgment. Now remember, this main pattern of ours does not include any seam allowances. So when we're cutting things out, we will be adding our seam allowance, which I used 1/2 inch for basically most of my, like actually all of my seam allowances except for the very bottom of the pants. So remember, we will be adding our seam allowance to every single portion of this particular pattern, including the front portion of our pants, the back side, also the pocket lining, the front pocket, and I will show you on this graph where exactly we're adding those seam allowances. And another thing to remember is, of course, we'll have to extend our inseams. Remember, we used 5 inches as our inseam strictly for convenience or for the shorts. So if you want your overalls super long like mine, just add the correct amount of inches to have them drop to the floor, except for, guys, this pattern is quite loose, so this crotch area will be a little bit lower than the normal natural crotch area. So I usually just add the right amount of inches for my inseams, and I add the 2 inches on the bottom for my seam allowance, but then I usually have to adjust it directly on the model or myself. Let's draft our front and back waistbands. Super easy. We take our front waistline distance and subtract the width or the depth of our dart. So that's that distance minus 1 inch. Same with the back. We take our back waistline distance and subtract 1.5 inches. Both of them will be 2 inches tall, and we will cut out one of each on fold. And remember, we have to add seam allowances for the top, the bottom, and the sides. We will be using these same waistband measurements to draft our front and back bib portions. All the measurements are here on your screen, so you can take a screenshot, and most seam allowances are already included except for that tiny little side. Remember, we added our seam allowance to the actual portions of the front and back of our pants and the front and back of our waistbands. Same here, our bibs, we have to add that seam allowance on the side. Everywhere else, you know, like the seam allowances are included, and both of them are cut out on fold. One thing I should mention is the girl I made these overalls for is 5'9". So if you're considerably shorter, maybe it would be smart to make that center line a little bit shorter. Not 12 inches for the front bib and not 10 inches for the back bib. These are the measurements for our straps, and the major thing to consider is these little guys, the overall buckles here. This is what my straps ended up looking, and they fit perfectly into those overall buckles. My only mistake was making them a little too long, as originally I had about 25 inches length for each one, and that was a little too much. So I'm shortening it to 22 inches here. 22 inches will be perfect. Or again, you know, once you're done making them, you can adjust. So ideally, they should be 2.5 inches wide for about 18 inches, and then over a length of 6 inches, you should increase 2.5 inches into 4.5 inches. Oh my goodness. I hope you're not super confused. And then remember, all of our seam allowances are already included, except for this tiny little part. We are almost done with our drafting. The remaining parts are the 3 pocket sizes, our front pocket, our back pockets, and our side pockets. Also this little zipper detail lining and the side details. There are these like little things that we will use for our side fasteners. Time for another screenshot. And our final diagram, which shows exactly how many of each piece you will need to cut out. Also seam allowances, where they're included, where they're not. So this is my final diagram, and I'll show you what my pieces looked like before I started assembling them. And because I made these overalls for a very young, playful girl, I added a few interesting details like the skulls lining. I used it for the pockets lining and for this little back straps cover. I ended up using about 3.5 yards of a 45-inch wide fabric and some notions. In my next tutorial, I'll show you how I assembled all the pieces together, and seriously, this was a very easy project. The most time-consuming thing was just the amount of details, like the pockets and the side details. Otherwise, it's super easy to make, and I hope you'll have fun making your overalls, just like I had fun making mine. Please don't forget to click on like if you found this video helpful, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.